But it can be done, just mark my word.
Glory.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've been thinking about this and I really wanted to share it with everybody because I loved watching these styles of videos when I was starting out, just to sort of get a feel for starting a channel, I suppose. Now, I'm not an expert. I only have 470 subscribers at the moment, so by all means, no expert. I did start my channel late November 2020, so yeah, been on a little while, and I just enjoy it so very much. I have another job as well that I do that I've been at for 13 years, but this I just enjoy. On the days that I'm home and whatever, I'll film and that's, so yeah, I just really enjoy it. Now, the reason for me starting a channel, I've got my notebook here just so that I don't forget any important bits that I want to mention in today's video. And it's really funny how sort of life takes you on to certain different routes, I suppose, because the day that I started my channel, I never intended on it. I never set out to actually start my channel, but here I am with 100 and something videos on my channel. So, and I'm in no mind to stop it. I just love it so much. It's just a real passion of mine. So, and I love the creativity side of it as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that, like being creative with thumbnails. And I love the editing as well. So, but we'll get onto that a bit later on in the video. So yeah, so the day that I started my channel, I have a friend over in, this is how the story goes. I have a friend over in Chicago in America. I've never met her, but we talk weekly through Facebook Messenger. And so I thought, oh, it'd be interesting, like for her to see sort of my home and vice versa, like that, to see, because you know, in America, I've never been to America, so and America really interests me. So yeah, I thought it'd be cool. So this day I set out, I thought I'll do a little video showing her like a tour of my home, to do that for her. And then next minute I thought, and mind you, I had a iPhone 6S at the time, so that's compared to the iPhones that they've got out now, that is quite an old model. So if you go back to my first ever video and to now, you'll see the difference. But it can be done with an iPhone, and that's why I wanted to make this video today. You don't need fancy cameras and what have you. So I sat my iPhone 6S in my bedroom this one day, and I thought, I'll just film me making my bed. Anyway, it led me to this day here now, where I'm sitting at the moment, which I'm so glad I did. Now, just keep in mind, I'm a very introverted, quiet, sort of not outgoing sort of person. So for me to do this, it just shows that anyone can, which it had been an interest of mine for many years. I watched YouTubers, you know, cleaning their homes, organising, decluttering, cooking, things like that. So I had been a long time fan of YouTube. If I'm going to sit down and watch something, it's not really going to be a movie, I'm going to watch YouTube. So that's just how I relax. That's what relaxes me, by watching YouTube. So yeah, I set up my iPhone just sitting up against you know, a decor piece in my bedroom, sat it up against there and filmed me making my bed. And then, yeah, I sort of sat on it for a while, and then it sort of just one thing led to another. And then I just, for that whole day, I just sort of had my phone with me and filmed what I was doing. I think I went for a walk, yeah, made some lunch, I think, did some folding. Yeah, it's just crazy to look back now, and that's why I've kept it on there, even though I'm sure nobody is gonna ever probably want to watch that. Like, they may click on it and then they click straight off, I'm sure. But it's all fun now looking back, because I have that to look back on and to see how far I've grown, how far I've come on my journey. So yeah, I just, one day, if I've ever got free time, I'm going to sit there and watch my earlier content, because it's just so different. And the things that I've learned, like, I'm not tech savvy at all, but the things that I have learned from creating my channel, how to do certain things, has even got me like, what, Casey, you know. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself in that way. So, and I've pretty well taught myself. I may have watched some YouTube videos here and there and asked for, I've got some really good friends on Instagram that also do YouTube. So I've reached out to them at times, and they've all been really supportive and helpful as well. And that's the other thing. It's just such a beautiful, supportive community as well. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah, I haven't yet come across a real nasty YouTuber or person. So yeah, that's a plus. But yeah, so I just took my phone with me around for the whole day. I didn't have a tripod or anything because I was not intending on doing this. Yeah, that's why I started my channel. And because I'd sort of picked up bits and pieces too from watching channels. Like, I have my favorite channels that I like to watch of YouTubers. So I sort of learnt bits and pieces that way. And then you just sort of learn things as you go along. I will say, if you are going to start a channel, which I assume and I hope that you clicked on this video because that's what you want to achieve, that's what you want to head into, and I'm really happy for you, because I can't tell you enough how great it is. Like, yeah, I just feel really happy when I'm doing it. Like, it's my little piece of paradise, I suppose, obviously apart from my family, but yeah, it's just my little out. As I was saying, when you're going to film, don't hold your phone in the portrait. Hold it in landscape, long ways, because I'll show you here in my video. This is why you don't hold it in portrait, because it just doesn't look right. I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't look right, and I don't think it keeps people's interest in your video. So always landscape when you're filming on your phone. How do you start a YouTube channel with your iPhone? Now, I will just say I do now have the iPhone 11 and it's great. I love it, no complaints. So yeah, my probably 4 or 5 first videos on my channel were with my iPhone 6s, and like I said, if you watch that first video, you can tell the sound isn't right. It's all kinds of wrong, what you don't want. Okay, so you should watch that video for what you don't want.
The sound on the phone was going, it just was not great.
So I thought, it's time, I'm going to upgrade my phone. So I went and got the iPhone 11. And the iPhone is great when wanting to start a channel because it comes with an app called iMovie. So an iMovie is excellent. Now, there is all these other editing programs, which for what I do, and if you're just wanting to start a little channel, iMovie is fantastic and it's very simple to use. So I highly recommend iMovie. Now, apart from probably 5-6 videos of mine ago on my channel, I used the iMovie on my iPhone. Since then, I have got iMovie on Mac because I went out and shouted myself a MacBook. Now, it's so much easier. Now, I will recommend also, you probably will, I mean, you can get away with starting your channel, obviously, with just your iPhone, okay? It definitely can be done. But it does make it easier having a computer of some sort. You don't necessarily need a Mac, but having a computer, laptop, PC of some sort does make it easier when coming to do your thumbnails. But we'll get into that a bit later. But yeah, so it's up to you, but it can be done. Just mark my words, it can be done. Yeah, that's what I use to edit my videos, is the iMovie, which just loving, and I'm absolutely loving it on the MacBook. Now, first
When I looked at it, I was like, oh gosh, now I have to learn all this
over again, but now I'm sort of in full swing of it and got the hang of it, and I'm just absolutely loving editing on my MacBook. Now, as far as music for your YouTube video goes, and you're gonna want music, because yeah, even when I'm editing things and I haven't yet added in my music, it's sort of just a lot different feel. It doesn't keep me interested as much as when you got that music in the background. So music is a huge thing if you're going to start a channel. Yeah, like it's another big thing that's needed. So there's lots of different websites, platforms where you can get your music from. Now, a lot of it is not going to be free. iMovie does have some free soundtracks on it that you can use for your movies, but after a while they get a bit boring. So, and YouTube actually does as well. So, but yeah, the music platform that I would recommend to get your music, because you want it to be royalty-free music, because if you put songs that you've just put on your phone through iTunes or whatever, that it's going to come up as a strike on YouTube, and that video of yours is never going to get monetized, which is not what you want. You want your videos to eventually get monetized, so you sort of, going somewhere, unless of course you're just really doing it for fun. Okay, but a lot of YouTubers do it to eventually make money out of it, just like doing anything that you love to do and get paid. So that's what everybody in life would love to do. That would be, in an ideal world, we would all do what we love and get paid to do that. The website that I use is Epidemic Sound. Now, it does cost you can either pay yearly or monthly. Now, a subscription, I pay a yearly subscription, because just like with everything, if you do it yearly, it's going to be cheaper in the long run, and I'm all for saving that money. So it's about 196 a year Australian dollars, and I think it's about 144 US dollars if you're going to do the yearly subscription, which again, if it was up to me, and I recommend doing it yearly. So of course, if you know you're gonna stick to it, which I've nearly been doing YouTube a year, and like I've said previously, I'm in no mood yet to ever consider stopping. Now, my channel is, I probably should have said this earlier on, my channel, for people that are new here, is primarily sort of like get it all done. I've been really enjoying get it all done lately. Cleaning, which is in a get it all done. Organisation, declutter, cooking. I do have the odd day in the life on there too, which I primarily set out to do day in the lives, because I wanted to have videos and little segments of my daughter, so I can sort of, just for memorabilia sort of content for me and my family to look back on, and that as she gets older. So, but yeah, I love the cleaning, if I can say that, if that's even possible, to have a passion as far as cleaning goes. That is a huge passion of mine: cleaning, organisation and cooking. So that's primarily what my channel revolves around, those sorts of things. Now, we all have to clean our homes, but I just think that when you're filming it, it just makes it that bit more exciting, like different apart from just, your boring everyday cleaning that you have to do. I just think it makes that little bit exciting that, somebody out there is going to watch your videos. So yeah, it's sort of, and I just find so much joy and fun in filming, like finding new positions to put your camera, and yeah, and it's just, I just think it makes cleaning that bit more funner, and there is a lot of people doing this now, you know, cleaning channels and cooking channels. So yeah, I just think it just makes, like, I mean, we've got to clean our homes anyway, and that's what a girlfriend once said to me ages. She was telling me I should start a channel as well, so she's also to thank as well. But yeah, she always said to me, you know, you're always cleaning, you may as well just get the camera out and film it. So yeah, that's what I now do. Important part if you're going to start a channel is you're going to want your thumbnails to look pretty spot on, pretty good, because that's going to be, now your thumbnail, if you're not sure, is the picture that when people are scrolling through YouTube, they're going to see your picture, okay, and then like your title, whatever your video's about, or whatever it's called, and that needs to catch their eye, because that's what's going to make them hit on your video, okay? And then obviously your content then has to be good and interesting for them to watch your video all the way through. Okay, now that is the very hard part, to keep people interested in your videos. Now there's some people out there, you know, on their channels, and they're real, and just really keeps your attention, like you don't lose interest on that video, because they just sort of suck you in a way with their personality. So but yeah, so like I've mentioned, I'm not that sort of outgoing, loud person, so that's hard for me to be able to grab people's attention in that way. Like some people are really funny, and you know, there's all sorts. That's what makes the world go around. So yeah, your thumbnail is very also important, because like I said, that's what's going to get people to click on your video. So, and for that I use Canva. Okay, now this is also a free website. It's a free website, but you can also get a subscription and pay for that subscription, and you obviously get a lot more variety of things to use. Okay, now I have done all my thumbnails with just using free Canva. I did the other day sit there, I just got this real strong urge. I thought, because you get a month free. You can get a month free just to sort of trial Canva. So I thought, I'm just gonna do the month free and see what I think. Now, I've only been using it a couple of days. Now, let's just say I'm definitely not going to continue on with it after the month. I'm going to cancel out of it, because I just don't see, like, I pay for the music, that's all. I pay for the music to do YouTube. Okay, and unless obviously I really blow up, which no one knows how you're going to go, you just keep being consistent, stick at it, and see where it goes. Fingers crossed. But yeah, probably in the future I might look at doing that, but for now the free Canva is fine for me, for what I'm doing. So yeah, and I'm pretty happy with my thumbnails. Mind you, I do spend some time on them, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. But Canva is great for thumbnails, and you can also make things in there for, like, you know, your pop-ups on your videos, and yeah, there's just so much you can do in Canva, but there's heaps of videos on that, so I'm no pro in that. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, it's fun.
Like, it's fun, the creativity side of it, I
love the creative side of YouTube and the editing. Yeah, it's just, like, don't get me wrong, it's time consuming. It's very time consuming, okay, especially if you're doing, you know, a couple of videos a week. It's very time consuming. I had no idea when I used to watch YouTube the actual effort, time that is spent in a video. So when someone says something about a video you've spent, you know yourself, you've spent all this time creating, especially if it's somebody that doesn't actually do it themselves, you get really disheartened, sort of, yeah, like that you've spent all this time. Like, don't get me wrong, I love creative criticism, okay, because that helps me grow, but yeah, like negative, nasty stuff, not needed, okay, it's just not needed in this world, and unfortunately it's there, but I just, yeah, really wish it wasn't. Well, that's it. I really hope this video has brought some insight to starting a channel, if that's something you're thinking of doing, but yeah, I highly recommend it, and just just dive head first. Don't even think about it, because there is a lot of those, what are people going to say? What do people think? You know, and I'm somebody like that. I'm a real overthinker. But at the end of the day, it's just, you're just clicking and it's going up on YouTube and see what happens. I mean, you know, we don't make anybody watch our videos. It's personal choice for them to hit on your videos. So if they want to do that, that's up to them. Really hope you enjoyed today's video. It's definitely not something that I usually put up on my channel, but I'll be out walking or doing something, then all of a sudden I get these ideas for these videos that I really want to create, and it feels like it just keeps playing over in my mind, you know, until I get it out and film it. So that's what I did today with this video. If you're new here and you liked this style of video, I'd really love it if you hit that subscribe button and stick around. Maybe there might be something else on my channel that interests you. And if there's anything, I hope I didn't miss anything, but if there's anything that I did miss, or if you want to ask a question, leave me a comment down below and I'll see if I can answer it to the best of my ability for you. This video, a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.